Pastor Claudio. You've all known this for at least 2 weeks now. You received the letter that went out via email, and then last week we announced it. And this afternoon, 6:30, it won't be right here. It would be right around the corner from here. They call it the Annex building, which means it's next door. That's it. It's a fancy word for next door. It will be starting right at 6:30. His very, very own book launch. And we're so proud of you, Claudio. Yes, we are. We're praising God with you for this major victory in your life. Master yourself. You have poured out your soul into this journey, sharing from your life experience, all the way from a little kid growing up in Rio de Janeiro, and all that God took you through in this journey. And the journey of writing this book is another something as well to share. The children's choir are going to be there singing. Viviani's Park is going to be there as well. I was going to say Santa's, but that's her maiden name. It's just going to be a fun time, and we're all going to come together as a family and celebrate the great accomplishment of one of our members. All right, so that's at 6:30. Bring a friend. You're going to have like a 20-minute talk about the subject of the book. It's just wonderful. So I can't wait for 6:30 to come. But we got a little sneaky preview and just kind of whet our appetite with the message that you're going to bring this morning. Come on up.
Thanks to all of you. I really feel home when I am here. Very known text. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge rightly, but the mouth of fools pours forth foolishness. One time I've heard that our physical need, our most important physical need, I don't know if you have thought about this. What is your most important need? And they found out that our most important need, physical need, is air. Let's imagine, this would be really hard to happen. But think if it was all closed here, and all of a sudden we would run out of air. And it would be all locked. And then, I don't know how long we can stay without breathing, how many minutes. And then you would look in your watch. I think I can stay without breathing for 2 minutes. What am I going to do? And then you would walk very calmly and see the windows and the doors. Well, if I stay here, I'm going to die. Maybe I should break this window or this door. But if I break it, it's going to be really expensive for the church here that owns the building. Can you imagine you calm like that? Pretty quiet, pretty comfortable, relaxed, running out of air, dying? Not at all. You wouldn't think. You just do something. You break these windows and doors and you would go out. And they also discovered our most important psychological need is a feeling of importance. All of us want to feel important. We want to feel like we make a difference. And we have several ways of looking for feeling important. And one of them is through communication. So when we talk to people, we want to feel heard. We want to feel important. We want to feel that people value what we say. So sometimes we try to show our knowledge, our intelligence, and we talk about our ideas, our points of view. Sometimes we disagree with people to show to them that we maybe know more than they know. And we feel hurt when people don't value what we say, when people disagree with us, when people have another idea, or when they don't want to listen to us. But I discovered something really interesting that brought me so much happiness. Is that the most important thing of communication is not to feel important. Because see, you are important. And you don't need people to show that you are important. You don't need people to listen to you, to value what you say, because you are important. Either they value, either they realize you are important or not. So my friends, the really fun thing of communication is making people feel important. Is listening to people. Is applauding people, complimenting people. Sometimes when we are talking to people, and people interrupt us, and we want to say something. Remember, I was in a meeting one time, a meeting of pastors, and they asked my opinion. Claudio, what do you think? We want to hear your opinion. And I started saying, someone interrupted me. So I realized that they didn't want to really, they were not worried about my opinion. And I remember another time, I was doing a week of prayer in a church. Week of prayer is when you have meetings for all the week. And then I would visit some people of the church, and there was a woman accompanying me to the homes. So we had two homes to go before going to church. And right the first one, she told me, see, Pastor, we don't have much time. We can't stay too long there. But these people, they talk too much. They're going to try to hold us there. So I'm going to do something. When it's 45 minutes that we are there, I'm going to stand and then we go. Okay. So we entered the home and we started talking. She was sitting right close to the couple, and I was in front of them but a little bit far away. And then she started talking to them. And she was so happy. She was really feeling important to know they were giving her attention. She was talking. And I was there, like, kind of, And people, the couple were worried about me. And sometimes they would say something and they would turn to me because they realized that I was alone. But then she interrupted them and she started talking again. Well, it was past 45 minutes. It was past 1 hour. And then I was really worried. When it was 1 hour and a half, I told her, see, we need to go because we need to go to another home before we go to church. We won't have time. But she kept talking. And when it was 2 hours that we were there, I just stand up. I went to the door. And when she realized that I was really decided to go, then she finally came. And we entered the car, and she told, I just realized now that I didn't allow you to talk. I was talking all the time. But you see, she was trying to feel important. She was talking because she was a very, let's say, needy person, right? So she wanted to be heard.